Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video here on Jurassic Collectibles. Tonight we're taking a look at another one of the Jurassic World Dominion story packs, and this is one that I've been really excited to get my hands on. It is Dr. Alan Grant and the Dimetrodon. So obviously Alan encounters the Dimetrodon in the amber mines in the new film, so it's really cool to get a set that gives us both Alan and a Dimetrodon in a pack. You can see we also have got Kayla and the Pyroraptor, a separate pack we will be looking at soon, and we've got the details for the DNA code in this set. And you can see it's open packaging like some of the other story packs, so we have the Dimetrodon facing us and Alan Grant in a plastic shell. So Alan comes with an interesting accessory. It's essentially a dinosaur head and spine. I'm not too sure what breed it is, but there were lots of skeletons in the amber mine, so I'm assuming it's taking inspiration from that. And if we get this out of the packaging, that's the Dimetrodon, sitting a lot lower than previous versions, and we will compare this to the original Dimetrodon. And then Dr. Grant, we simply open up here, get this open. Oh, it's taped down as well, that's interesting. I've not seen them done that before. I assume that's to try and add some like extra security, but there we go. Get that open and get this figure out. And they do show Alan holding this dinosaur skull on the box. Looks like the best way to achieve that effect is going to be to get him to sort of hold the mouth perhaps, or perhaps through the eye there. Yeah, that kind of works. We'll figure that out as we go along. So this is a 2-pack that I have been very excited to add to the collection for quite some time. So without any further ado, let's take a closer look at Alan and the Dimetrodon. And the first thing we will look at is the accessory for Alan. So like I said, some kind of dinosaur skeleton piece. Comes in the same colour and style of plastic as all of Mattel's other dinosaur skeleton pieces. Has got a opening jaw, which is quite a nice little detail. And then has some good detail for like the vertebra in the spine, which is cool. And you can see, if we give that a chance to focus, lots of texture packed in here. Really cool skull piece. Now it is quite hard for Alan to hold, it is a big skull piece, but you can see nonetheless that's that there. And then here we have got Dr. Grant, and we'll get a closer look at that face sculpt. You can see not the best face sculpt, but not particularly awful either, it's pretty solid. We've got Alan in his jacket, which is a very welcome appearance. It feels very JP3-esque. So you've got this sort of light brown jacket, you've got the dark brown collars, you've got the Indiana Jones style almost hat, and then you've got the jeans, which I believe are repurposed from the old style Owen figures, and then the brown boots as well, which look really cool. And it would be interesting to see if there's not a little peg hole on the back, so these aren't necessarily repurposed from Owen like I thought. But just a pretty cool looking figure. You can see he's got the iconic blue shirt underneath. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a version of Alan in just that at some point down the line. You get all of the normal articulation you expect from the sort of traditional human figures. So you get the shoulders that come out. And interestingly enough, this one does look like it's been made with the intention of the jacket coming off. So I could certainly see Mattel doing a variant of Grant down the line, or indeed redoing this figure as a Hammond collection version with interchangeable arms like on Ian Malcolm. But as he is, this version of Grant looks really cool actually. Really do like this figure, quite glad that we're getting the original trio in their Dominion appearances. Although not so happy with the way they're releasing Ellie. And then here we have got the Dimetrodon. And the first thing I wanted to do is just compare it to the very original Mattel Dimetrodon we got, So you can see this one's proportions are slightly more realistic. It's closer to the ground, it's got a longer tail, and it looks a lot better, I would say, although I absolutely love this version just for the unique colour scheme and the colours on the sail. But yes, so this version of the Dimetrodon comes in this almost dark grey colour scheme. We then get loads of paint apps on the face. You get this kind of crimson paint around the eye, tan for the lower jaw, and yellow for the teeth with the mouth that opens, as you can see just there. And then you get orange for the blade of the spike on its back there, and that goes into the sail itself, which has got some of that same brown, sort of crimsony brown patterning seen around the eye. And the sail looks really good. I really like the sculpt on this. It's quite thin, so I'd be careful. I think that would break off if you applied too much force, but it looks pretty decent. And the sail has one of the best concealed dino DNA scan codes I've ever seen, which is just here. And if we twist it around, you can see the DNA scan code there conceals incredibly well. And you can see again there another look at the Dimetrodon's head as well. And as you can see, it's got the articulation you'd expect. 4 swivels for each of the legs, a swivel for the tail, and a ball joint for the head with that swivel as well. So about what we've come to expect from Mattel. And with all of that said, I think this might be my favourite of the story pack so far. I love how this is a very realistic version of the Dimetrodon. I love the fact that we get Alan Grant in this one, and I'm very, very excited to see what other story packs Mattel will do in the future. So with all of that said, guys, that's been it for another video here on Jurassic Collectibles. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. And until the next video, take care and have a great week.